Was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, and I think it always looks a bit more dramatic when the frame of the goal plays its part.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from...
And this is Lewandowski. Big chance! There's a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Tchouaméni. Rodrigo gets a good foot in there. Pedri. And it's Gavi. Tries to dink it through. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's forced to go back. Pressing high and with purpose. Bellingham. Barrios. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pablo Barrios. Great chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodrigo. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. It's a throw-in. And it's Bellingham. Casado. Gavi. Spread it left. Hazard. Barrios. Decent progress down the left. Probing pass. Lewandowski. And a chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
And he's making progress on the ball. And it's Cancelo. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. And here's Pedri. And this is Benzema. Pedri. Tchouaméni. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Schneider goes steaming forward. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Shakes the suit! There he is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pull it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Messi. Mbappe. Chance! Oh, it's gone in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Davids, Conte, he's on it, can he get away? Mbappe! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the comeback is complete! He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played out towards the right wing. He's picked his way through. Terrific header. Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Rijkaard cuts it out. Priol makes the interception. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. And it's Davids. Conte. Mbappe. Bullish header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And it's Conte. And Messi!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Kante does really well to win the ball there. Messi. Now this could be a chance. Rummenigge.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Marquinhos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's under a lot of pressure there. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. He's looking wide, and he's being shifted off it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Tries to play it through. Pele looking to add to his goal. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hullet. And he's lost his man here. Hullet had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Probing pass. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Played into space.
2 added minutes has been
Messi.
indicated.
Davids.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. Pele. Can he get it through? Conte. And there is the half-time whistle. Milan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that.
To tell you
Frantic,
that we're expecting traffic to be heavy
frenzied.
after the final whistle
It was
today.
unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 10, Bullet.
There's the start of the second
Coming
half.
on the field is number 6, Iniesta.
Iniesta. Looking for the run. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Vieri. Messi. Iniesta. Rummenigge.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Takes aim and crosses. Good read, needed to be. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aim forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. Played back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
And here's Schneider. Thuram produces the perfect tackle there. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Conte. Messi. That has been knocked clear. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Schneider. Rijkaard. And Iniesta. Over to the left. Good ball, good take. Messi. And it's Davids. Kante has created one goal already. And this is Kante. And here's Kante. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change? What? Pele? Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Big chance! It's hit the upright. Iniesta, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well, what about it? So close to victory, and it has got away. Now it's Vieri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a cracking ball. He's having a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.